I'm Tara from Tarra Studio, and I want to share with you how to use the curling stick so that you can get the latest look right now, which is those beautiful, soft, voluminous, wavy hair. All the celebrities are wearing it. It's really hot right now. So I want to share with you how you can get your hair to look just like this. So the first thing you want to do is section your hair. The thing with doing these curls is you want to make sure that they last. And if you want them to last all day, sectioning your hair really is important, but it still can be quick and easy. First thing you're going to do is section your hair from your temple all the way back to the back of your head and clip that up out of the way. You can get these clips really inexpensive at any of your department stores. Then you're going to come from the top of your ear all the way back and clip that out of your way. Then leave the bottom of your hair down. And you can use this tool on pretty much any length. Then what you want to do is you want to work from the bottom up. So you'll take a section of hair, take your curling stick, and be very careful because there's no cool tip on these. The whole entire stick gets very hot. So you want to be super careful. When you take your section, you simply wrap it around the stick and then just hold your fingers out so you don't burn yourself. Now you can wrap it around and around and around as much as you want, just being very careful not to burn yourself. And the key with the curling stick is you actually do want some of the pieces of your hair to remain straight, because that's what gives you a little bit more of an edge and makes it much more contemporary, is to leave the ends a little bit straight. So you do that all the way throughout the back of your hair. Then you'll drop down your side section and you'll curl your side section next. So again, you take a vertical section, comb it out, and then decide, do you want your hair to go away from your face? And if you want your hair to go away from your face, then you want to wrap it that way, away from the face, and then you can go all the way down to your scalp, don't burn yourself, and then keep your fingers and the ends of the hair away from the curling stick, just enough so that you get those ends nice and straight. You do the finger test where you put your finger on the hair and then you leave it there until you start to feel that your finger is a little bit too hot, and then release. And you get that beautiful curl right there. The next trick that you can do to make it a little bit different is you can curl just the ends. So maybe this time you take the stick, maybe you want to run around towards your face, leave a tiny bit of the ends out, but now if you notice, I'm not wrapping this all the way down to the scalp. I'm keeping the scalp straight. So now you see you have an entirely different look. So this one's going to give you beautiful waves from the scalp all the way out, and this one's going to give you a wave just along the ends of the hair. The next thing I want you to know is the smaller the section that you take, the longer it will last. So if you take a nice thin section like this and wrap it nice and tight like this, and making sure that I leave it on there until my finger can't stay, and release, you're going to get a much tighter curl. If you're in a rush that morning and you have to take a much larger section, your curl is going to be a bigger and softer curl. Also, the smaller the section, the longer it lasts. The larger the section, it won't last as long. So when you're doing your hair, you want to put some thought into, does it need to last you all day? Or is this just something that you're just hoping to just do very, very quickly? So you can see a much tighter curl versus a softer curl. So there's a couple tips there. When you're done, you'll then drop down the top section and do the same exact thing. Keeping in mind, if you just want the ends curled, just curl the ends. When you're done, you will gently run your fingers down the curls and you will begin to get this beautiful texture that you can see right here. So there you have it when the whole thing's done. So you can see some of the curls can come right up from the scalp and some just more down towards the end. So again, you'll take sections working from the bottom up, wrap it around the curling stick, leave some of the ends out, being careful not to burn yourself, and release. and you can have fun with different size sections. Also, you can wrap one to the left, and you can wrap one to the right. Same thing when it's on the sides or on around your face, is you can wrap it all away from your face, or you can wrap one section away from your face and one section towards your face. And what that will do is give you a wide variety of texture. And it really is a much better, more efficient, and more modern way to get your curls than with the old-fashioned curling iron. So you go through your hair. So simple. What I love about this particular one right here that we have is it comes in 3 totally different sizes, so you can get 3 different looks. As a small one, you can get a really tight curl that's going to last a very long time, a medium, and a large, and it's all in one great price. So this is a great way to get a variety of looks within your hair. And then you just choose whether you want it to be right up to the scalp or just along the ends. When you're done, you run your fingers through the hair. If you use the right sections and took your time, you'll get a beautiful curl that will last all day long. But I just want to give you a quick tip on the importance of the product that you use. If you want to hear more about it, if you go on the video where I talk about either the bubble wand or the spiral wand, I talk about it in a little bit more detail, but I really must say that you need to choose the right product before you do this curl, because I would hate for you to waste your time curling your hair and then have it not last or not be the look you're looking for because you used the wrong product in your hair. So very quick and simple, if you have fine hair that doesn't tend to hold, then you want to make sure that you use something like a mousse or a spray that has some texture in it. You want to make sure it has heat protection. Always have something in your hair that gives you heat protection whenever you're using any type of styling tool. So you'd want to put something that has texture. If you have the tendency to have coarse hair that tends to frizz, you don't need the texture, you just want your hair to be soft, then you want to think about creams and oils to put in your hair, either wet or dry, so that your curls are softer and have frizz control. So make sure you talk to your stylist about what is the best product for you to use so that you don't waste your time using these styling tools and not getting the look that you want. So once you have all of your curls and you've used the right products, you can separate them with your fingers. Try not to use a brush with the curling stick after. If you brush this out, your curls are going to dissipate and then they certainly won't last as long, but you can use your fingers to separate them and define them. And last but definitely not least is you want to use a hairspray the right way. First and foremost, on the top layer, spray the hairspray in a downward motion, and that will help protect the cuticle and make sure that it eliminates frizz. The next thing is you don't want to use a hairspray that is a spritz. That's the pump bottle, only because that is a wet hairspray and it will weigh your curls down, and in most cases it will probably take some of your curl out. So you want to use an ozone-safe hairspray. And then if you want the hair to have volume, you just lift the hair up and spray the hairspray at the scalp area, and this will give you lots of volume. And then right underneath, right here, and it'll allow you to play with the hair and get lots of volume. And then if you do have some dry ends or some split ends, what you'll want to do is take an oil, but make sure that it's the right oil. Again, make sure that it's something that's not heavy, that won't weigh your hair down or take your curl out. I'm using the exquisite oil because it's lightweight. So I'm going to just take a tiny, tiny bit. It's about the size of a pea. Run it through my hands, and then just run it right down the ends of the hair. But I'm not pulling. I'm gently going to run it through, and then I'm going to scrunch it. The other thing I can do is, while the oil is in my hands, keep redistributing it to the fingertips, and then wrap it around your fingers to define the curls. Take it and wrap it around, and it will continue to eliminate any frizz. If you have split ends, just keep taking the oil in your hands and wrapping it around the curls. And you'll end up with beautiful, beachy curls that are very hot, very much on trend right now. So I hope this helped you get the look that you've been always wanting, so that you can be right on trend and you can have a different look every day with the curling stick. So thank you for your time.